Hey everybody, I just wanted to give everybody a quick update on the Thinking Big series. If you're not interested in the Thinking Big series, you can exit the video right now. Not a problem, this will have nothing to do with bodybuilding, don't worry. Okay, so for those of you interested in the Thinking Big series, I have concluded that it will be a weekly web series. It's going to be a free day series, which means it's going to be on any day. So it doesn't really matter what day of the week. It could be different. I'm gonna shoot for either Wednesdays or Fridays, but of course it could be any day over the week. Like I said, it's gonna be a full-featured depression, anxiety, bipolar, borderline, mental illness disorder forum and education on various topics, how bodybuilding can help it, not only bodybuilding, many other things. Okay, now that I got that out of the way, I have absolutely, undeniably had the worst night of my life. Yes, it is horrible. I am thinking positively. That's the key. Can't eat, can't sleep. I'm gonna try to sleep. I look very tired because I am. I'm doing my best here. Given the circumstances, I have put a lot of time into nothing now. Today will be a day I will never forget in my life. But, like I said, you can't think negatively. Let me give you an example. Let's say I was an apple farmer, and I have a crop of apples. I have 20 acres of apples, apple trees. I'm optimistic for my apples. I think they're going to do great. I'm hoping for them. I'm thinking, yeah, these apples are going to do great this year. I know it. I have a good feeling about this year. And in the fall, when I sell on my apples, everybody's going to be going nuts for those apples. And I'm going to make lots of money off those apples. Because they're going to be the greatest apples on earth. Or, I'm an apple farmer and I'm thinking beginning of the season, the weather might be bad this year. And my feet hurt. And I don't know if I can do this apples this year. I mean, I know I have to do them, but I don't know every other year. The person who's going to grow the best apples is the person who cares about his apples the most. Because he can nurture his apples. He can take care of his apples better. I don't know how to grow apples, so I can't give you examples. He can do the soil and do the water and feed them and do whatever. And get the bugs off. Whereas the guy who doesn't care as much isn't going to put as much time and attention into his apples. It is the exact same thing for bodybuilding. But not only bodybuilding, more importantly, depression. The more upwards thoughts that you have, the less downward thoughts you have. Trust me. The hardest thing to do when you're depressed is think good. Trust me, I know. It is hard to think positively when you're mad. When you're depressed. I'm all over the place right now. I'm probably going to have a mental breakdown sometime within the next week. But anyway, so I'm trying to be happy, and it's kind of working. And the only reason that is working is because I can actually make myself laugh over my stupidity of what I say when I'm recording. Because I don't ever say stupid things unless I'm recording something on a webcam. Okay. Let me get back on track here. Hold up. Okay. Oh, this is why I make videos, because it makes me feel better. See, the series is going great already. Okay, I feel better. It's done. Okay. So the more positive you think, obviously the better things are going to work out. Another thing to have is a support system. Of course, just like everything else in life, sometimes things fall apart and your support system fails. And the only thing, you believed in it so much. You thought it would never fail, never mess up. But just like this imperfect world it did. Then what? Well, then you're in quite the situation, and that's exactly where I am. I have nobody, you know. Well, I have people, but it's complicated. So once you lose your support system, you really realize how alone you actually are. This really is dependent on who you are, for me personally. I'm the kind of guy that... What are you doing, Willow? My dog's going nuts. I'm the kind of guy that kind of gears towards talking to people whenever I'm upset. So that's kind of why making videos is such a good thing for me. Because it gives me an audience to speak to. So I can go on webcam and I can just record a video about anything. Even if it's not depression, but I'm still talking to people and I'm still communicating. And it sounds crazy a little bit probably. But what I'm trying to do with this series is document my progress. I can tell you right now, 2 years ago, that's not that long, 2 years ago, I could not be depressed and think positively. How did I train my mind to do that? It's been a process and a half, and it's been hard to do. And I fail still. I mess up a lot. Depression brings me down every day of my life. Every day of my life. It is weighing me down. It is the cloud over my head, and it freaking, I hate it. But you know what? It's taught me so much about myself, so much about human nature. It's taught me to be strong. It's made me stronger. And I'm broken right now. I know I'm broken. I could lay down and cry and cry and cry. That's what I did all day. And that's what I'll do when I'm done this video, is cry. And just non-stop crying. And won't eat for days. And it's horrible. But when this is done, when all of this crap, and I finally overcome this, right? And I'm there. I'm over it. I move that rock out of the freaking way so I can see the end of the tunnel. And I can start walking forward again. That, right there, that very moment that I know I am done with this crap, with what I'm going through right now, the very moment I know that it's done is the very moment I know that I succeeded. And I know I will succeed. And it's hard for me to tell myself that because the depression right now is saying, no you won't. What are you freaking talking about, dude? You're gonna never, ever succeed. Ever. And the more you listen to that voice that's in your head telling you that, the more you're gonna believe it. You can't let it control you. Plain and simple. I sincerely hope that this series goes great. I'm not interested in views. I'm not interested in attention. I'm interested in communicating with you guys. And you are out there. Somebody did say, you know, you shouldn't be making these videos. And I'm not going to say his name. I know him. You shouldn't be making these videos. These are people that are going to take advantage of you. And that's true. Some might. Some might try anyway. I'm smart enough to know right from wrong. I'm smart enough to see perception. To see what's true and what's fake. And I believe that this is a good outlet for me. And if, in a way he's right, in a way he's wrong. So, you know, it's all about how you perceive things. I really sincerely hope this series goes great though, guys. I have a lot of faith in this. And I'm gonna cry right now. I'm gonna go lay down with my dog and just cry all night. So I hope everybody stays tuned to the series. It hasn't started yet, but this is just a brief update for it. Goodbye, everybody.